joined by Bryan Roberts. He's Director of Retail Insights for Kantar Retail. Thanks very much for being with us, Bryan. So they're calling this the worst early snowfall in the UK in 17 years. So the big question is, how much is it going to affect Christmas sales?
Well, estimates so far have put this sort of cost of deferred retail sales up to anything up to around £1 billion. So really, it's a big question now: can the retailers regain the ground they've lost? Saturday and Sunday really heavily impacted by snowfall. Brent Cross shopping centre closed. John Lewis, as we've heard, lost quite a substantial amount of revenue. So really, it's a big question. There's been disruption as well for online shopping with Amazon, Marks and Spencer's, and other retailers stopping accepting orders quite early. So there's a lot of positive and negative impacts on high street retailers at the moment. So can they regain that lost ground is the big question. Now,
the online retailers, you said that they stopped taking orders early on. Is that because of the difficulty in delivering the goods in the snow?
Yeah, I think online would have benefited certainly last week in terms of people not wanting to go out in this in inclement weather and actually transferring the spending online. But they've lost, say, 2 or 3 of their biggest days in terms of orders, because of the problems of actually fulfilling those orders for consumers. So, online will still see massive growth this year, but it will have been quite disrupted for what are 2 of the busiest trading days, or would have been for retailers like Amazon.
Now, you said deferred spending there. Does that mean that you are expecting consumers to spend just as much money as they would have done had we not seen the snow?
Yeah, I think some of the retail sales would have gone missing forever, but I think most of that, up to £1 billion in spending, would have been shifted either in terms of time. So these 2 days are going to be massive days for the retailers, or in terms of locations. I think a lot of people would have, instead of traipsing up and down snow-afflicted high streets, would have done all of their shopping in, say, a major supermarket. So we'd expect to see some very robust numbers from Tesco, Asda and Morrison's and Sainsbury's in January, because a lot of people would have been attracted by that one-stop shopping proposition.
So they perhaps benefited. Who will be the big losers this year then?
I think what these problems will have done is really exacerbated problems for the retailers already struggling. So we've already heard some quite bad news from the likes of HMV. We'd expect to hear about similar tales of woe because of the snow disruption from, say, Home Retail Group, which would have seen its Argos chain in particular really suffer from the massive decline in footfall in many sort of shopping centres and high streets.
Very quickly, do you think we can expect some more aggressive sales because of this?
I think if you're a sort of keen bargain hunter, January should be fun.
Excellent. Thanks very much.